Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to another Married to Bravo Real Housewives of Potomac breakdown with Joleen and the fabulous Shauna Christmas. Shauna, how are
Hi,
you?
I'm
Hi.
good. My bra is showing I got the mirror image backwards, so it's the wrong. Whatever, it's fine. I'm doing fine.
That always happens to me. I'm trying to fix something, but it's, I'm grabbed the wrong way, like when I'm looking through the
Yeah,
camera. So I
yeah,
get
that's what's
it.
happening. I'm just a little disheveled.
Oh, well, you look beautiful. Also, I set a goal early for us for this live for a goal of 100 likes, and we already have 20 some likes. So you guys are
Whoa.
killing it with the likes. Keep liking. It's a free way to support the channel, to hook me and Shauna up so we pop up in the Potomac algorithm because I think we're rather low. Oh, we have 32 likes. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you guys.
Did
So
you guys see
proud.
these? You see this? Do you see this right here?
Your knuckles.
The ashy. This is not acceptable. I'm sorry. I
Oh,
saw that
okay.
just now, and I'm sorry.
You want to
Black
moisturize.
people, black people who are watching, I'm so sorry. I am aware of it and I am rectifying.
I was like, your knuckles?
Yeah, yeah, from punching drywall, apparently.
I mean, the winter time. It is dry season. My skin
It's
is
it's
flaky.
started like flurrying this morning when I was at work. I was like, no.
Oh, yeah, forget that you're farther north than I.
Yes, yes, yes. And so I've been quite concerned about the snowing happening. It's
When's the
I'm
last
not,
time
I'm
you've
not
been in snow, Shauna?
like I don't know. There was a 1 year where it randomly snowed in Vegas for like half an hour.
Oh no.
I don't really, it's not like I was in it. It was like it came to our house and we were like, what? And then it went away. But other than that, I haven't like actively gone to snow for any
Okay.
reason.
Have
So
you driven in snow?
I have. Oh, right. I did some shows in Connecticut 1 year and I was driving back and Connecticut did not de-ice or whatever their roads. And as soon as I
Yeah.
got across like to New York, it was like fine. It was weird. You like totally tell where like people are actually concerned about that kind of stuff and they like
Yeah.
put people out there to fix the streets. And then I'm like, this is scary. But I was like swerving. It was not pleasant. I wouldn't recommend it. I hated it.
Yeah, I do not like driving in snow. Being born and raised in Minnesota, I had more than enough. So being now in an area of California where it doesn't snow, I am okay with that.
Yes. I drive a Jeep and I'm scared. Like I don't know enough about like I can't I mean I should feel safe driving it, but I actually am more afraid that I might like flip it over or something like that. So I'm always
You
like
could
driving like an
fishtail
old like
it.
yeah. I don't like that. I don't like
Mm,
fish tails or anything like that.
Nobody
So
does. Nobody does, my friend. Keep us updated. If you need some hot tips, let me know. I know some people like to weigh down the back and they'll put like sandbags in the back so that they don't fishtail and they don't slide
oh
too much. I mean,
wow.
I've been out of the winter since like 2006 or 2007 pretty much. So this might be old news. And then some people here, like if you go to Big Bear, the areas where you drive, you have to have chains on your
Right.
tires, but that
I've
is
seen that. The
not how
snow
it is in
chain
Minnesota.
area where you have to actually
Mhm.
put the chains around, like physical chains around your tire. Listen,
It's
nope.
too much. It's too much. Jamie says we had 7 inches last week, and today it was 51 and rainy. That's the
Ugh.
Midwest. But it does snow. I'm sorry, yes, Donna. It does snow in Pasadena, according to Erica Jane, when Tom fell off the mountain and he got stuck in the snow and there was a snowstorm and his car fell off the mountain and then there was a robbery and then the son had to
And
help
it
him and he
rolled
stabbed
10
the
times,
robber. It's
and
rolled
the
10
sun
times
came, and
and
his
then he
car
had
rolled
to have
10 times.
eye surgery and they didn't want to have surgery. They said save the ankle, not yeah. So there you go. Okay, only do that if you have rear wheel drive. Do you have rear wheel drive on your Jeep?
I I don't even know.
Okay, we'll have to find out. Jamie, DM us. We need to know. I don't
The
know. I
Jeep
doubt you
Grand
do.
Cherokee is a 2018. I have no idea if all
You
the
got
wheels
four
drive.
wheel. You
Okay,
got four
thank
wheel.
you.
I
Because
bet
I'm
you
like,
gotta. I'm just saying things to make you feel better and sounding like I know about cars, but I'm pretty sure a Jeep Grand Cherokee, it's a 4-wheel driver.
okay, somebody let me know because and I don't even know
Yeah.
what that means. Uh,
All the wheels drive. I think that's what it means. I don't know either, but I'm acting like a car head. Is that what they're called? A Jeep head.
Gearhead. Gear,
A gearhead.
gearhead.
Okay. Gearhead, not a car head. Jamie says, you have a Jeep? You got 4-wheel. She's okay. You're good. You're good. Hello, Elaine, and everyone joining us as we're just briefly chatting about snow and weather and things like that. We hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Again, smash that like, subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe to Shauna's channel. What are we up to now?
I think like 320 or 319 or
All
something
right.
like that.
Our next goal is to get Shauna to 400. We got her to 3.
Right.
Let's get her to 4. Let's keep rolling all the way to 1,000. If you want to laugh and follow a very funny comedian, Shauna Christmas is your gal. And she's a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on in, let me out. Oh God, that was kind of come in, let me out. Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Did you do mushrooms?
I did.
You said you were going to.
I didn't do a lot, but I did, and I was with some comedians from the competition that I was eliminated from, and it was a white people Thanksgiving, so there was white
Mushrooms.
people stuff, and I was like Taylor, who we went to his parents' house, so Taylor's got some hippie parents. They were smoking weed, they were doing all the things. The dad plays a stand-up bass and Taylor played the piano. It was like, whoa. And then later on, they were in the backyard, like lighting fires and stuff. And I was like, this is getting a bit too Caucasian for me. So
yeah, that sounds like about right.
Yeah. We all did some, but they did a lot more. And I was like, I want to go home. And it's in Washington, so everything's like surrounded by like the woods and stuff. And I'm like getting creeped out. Like I can't see what's behind me. There's like noises. I just get real freaked out. I'm like, this is not the experience that I want. I just want to go sex this guy I'm talking to. And so that's what I did.
So then you just left. You're like, I'm leaving. My shrooming is over. I'm going to go sext.
Yeah. So I was having a nice little sexy shrooming.
Oh, I ate mushrooms with friends and had a Friendsgiving, but I didn't eat drug mushrooms. I ate, what do you call them? Boring mushrooms. I ate the boring mushrooms. I wasn't, tripping my balls off or my ovaries off, but
yeah.
So yours one definitely sounds more fun. But I had my friends over and they cooked everything. I swear I'm surrounded by men who cook.
I love that.
From husband to friends, they came over and they did everything. And I just created the atmosphere,
That's what I do. I'm always like, I'm here
that's how we get along.
Make drinks. I'll entertain, whatever. But please keep me out of the kitchen. Thank you so much.
Yep, me too. I just was like picking music and just, having a grand old time, but no cooking for me. And then I just ate.
Wow. So we're living the life.
We are living the life, you guys. And you're living the life with us as we recap Potomac. Okay, let's get into it. So we had episode 8 of season 7, Queen versus Queen. Let me read the little description they give. I have tons of screenshots and I have a lot of notes. Okay. So we're going to break it all down for you. All right. So Queen versus Queen, Real Housewives of Potomac, season 7, episode 8. After Mia and Wendy argue, more than argue, the ladies must decide with whom their loyalty lies. Candiace arrives to find that Wendy has been ostracized from the group, but she makes up for it by bringing her to meet rap legend Trina. Who's Trina, according to Candiace's sister? Let's get into it. Okay, so the episode starts where it left off, and that is the like, look at the CEO, Wendy just going for it with Mia, because at this time, by now Mia has thrown a drink on her. Mia has tried to hit her with what looks to be a very dangerous handbag with sharp edges.
Yes.
Mia has said, don't talk about my husband, and just went off and had to be held back. So then Mia walks away and she gets in a car, and let me start sharing my screen. And she calls Gordo, her husband, Gord, the Gord man. You know what I'm saying? That guy. And he says, what's up, baby? And she says, not much, just got broken nails and I hit a bitch because I'm sticking up for you. And he's like, I'll book you a flight.
I have a little bit of like insider info on this.
Breaking news. Shauna's got breaking news.
I went to college with somebody who worked on this show. And so he was saying the reason why they put that like Johns Hopkins thing at the end of last episode. Like apparently Wendy went way harder than we saw on Mia, which is why Mia reacted like that. They cut a lot of what Wendy said out.
This is
because she
tea.
probably could have lost her job for real. So
I wonder what she said, because I mean,
well, I think maybe she brought it up in this episode a little bit about like why what's his name? Patrice? Peter?
oh, Patricia?
Right,
Mhm.
right. Why she was
Mhm.
like, Peter doesn't mess with her because of something. I don't know. Maybe because apparently whatever Wendy was saying, Mia did not want her to keep saying it. And so I think there was more stuff that was said that they took out for
Oh my.
everyone's best interest.
Oh, I would have liked to hear it, but obviously, yeah, if it was going to hurt her job, maybe not. But I mean, I know that Wendy was like, I'm not just Professor Wendy, I'm Wendy. Like, I'll beat her ass. I don't care if it's 3
Right.
a.m. I'll beat her ass 2 a.m.,
Yes.
1:30, 1:45. Call me
Yes.
up at 5 a.m. That ass is beat.
Yes,
You know?
yes. She had reached the point where she didn't care anymore because she had gone so far in that moment that
So
I
your friend
believe my
who
friend was
works on
like,
the show said,
yes, he worked. He saw me like posting Instagram. We were doing a recap, and he was like, "I worked on that season." I was like, "What?" And I
do you
was
think
like,
he'll come on with us? Can he talk?
"I don't know. I'll ask him." But he's
If
like,
not,
I said, "I hope Mia gets fired." He's like, "She's really nice." I was like, "Shut up. We all hate her."
I
Like,
had a friend who worked on the show who said that, so I had a friend who's a comedian who worked on the show, but not this season. She works
mm,
for something else. But she actually said Karen's like the coolest. She said Wendy and
mm,
Candiace, she doesn't think are very nice.
okay,
Monique, she said, was very nice.
okay.
I'm trying to think. Giselle, not really.
Mm.
But I remember her saying she wasn't a huge fan of Wendy, which made me sad. But Karen allegedly is pretty cool, and she might partake in things we don't even know she partakes in. Nothing illegal, but just like fun
Mm,
stuff, you know.
uh-huh. Well, you saw that one
So
time she got drunk. Where were they at? This is Monique was still on the show. They were like taking shots of Fireball or something. And
yes, and
she got
Karen was so
real.
drunk.
Yes.
She was
Yeah.
wrecked. I loved it. I was like, Karen, share it all. Mention it all. Okay, so maybe we just will never mention your friend, and just every week he gives us a little tea about the episode, and we'll kick him back something. I don't know. Pay him off.
I'll ask him like, what else do we know? What happened? Because he was like, yeah, we put that in there because it was to save Wendy because Wendy was on the brink
Wow.
of losing it all
I
because
wonder what she could have said in that moment. It would have had to be something.
she dragged Mia way too hard. I mean, that's why Mia was acting like she turned into the Incredible Hulk. Like the editors made her green in slow motion. Oh God, it's so petty of these editors. Jeez.
Right? Mims says, if he can't talk, he can just tell me. I'll never tell him, not messy, and can keep a secret. No, Mims, this is our tea. It's our tea. I'll give it to you after we release it first. And you can be second, Mims. Okay. Jamie B says, I don't care what anyone says. Still Team Monique. And Donna says, I don't get the Wendy love. I just have always liked Wendy. I can't help it. I enjoy her. I think she's I don't know. I find her obviously, like, from a woman perspective, when we see the housewives on the show who are like kind of self-made, educated, stuff like that, as opposed to like a Teresa Giudice. Let's just use her as an example. You have a Wendy versus a Teresa. You have someone who's like super, super smart, super accomplished, and you have Teresa, who's just a lady who happened to fall into some money and then didn't pay her taxes because her husband was kind of scammy, which, both entertaining, but having a Wendy is just like, it makes me feel better about watching the shows, I think.
Right. Even though it's supposed to be just about Real Housewives, some of the
Yeah.
housewives have careers, and so that's also a thing you can be. So I get that.
She's impressive. Like, she impresses me.
Yeah.
And I like that for her. And I also feel like she can stand on her own too, because look at how she's handling it. It isn't like she just walks away and hides and is like, I can't do this. I'm a professor. She's like, no, if this bitch keeps coming at me, I am. Because it's really, how long can someone take it without defending themselves?
Right. And I feel like some people, they know that she has this I'm a professor kind of deal that they can kind of push against her and know she won't retaliate because she's worried about this thing. And so she's like,
Mhm.
I'm Wendy first. So Now
Yeah,
what?
you're right, Shauna, because that's probably why she gets pushed at a lot more, is because they think she won't push back because of the professor thing, because her brand. But it's
Yeah,
like, no, at the end of the day, I'm a human and you're going to
right.
keep pushing. And eventually I'm going to answer the door and you're not going to like the visitor that shows up.
Whoa. Put that on a t-shirt.
We are just coming up with merch or spilling tea. Sean, oh my God, can't wait to see what your friend says next week. But that's good to know because I wondered why, after all the things we've seen on the show, this is the time where Johns Hopkins is not involved in this. You're like,
Right. Yeah.
okay.
Well, even Mia's reaction was so crazy. She's like, you talk about my husband. Like, all she said was, that's what you guys do. But that's not all she said. That's why Mia got so mad, because we saw a small amount of
Oh,
it. Like, all she said was, you and your husband do whatever y'all do. And then it was a big chunk of
ooh.
details about what y'all be doing. And then
Oh,
I'm
she was
guessing,
sharing about their sexy
yeah,
time. Here's the thing, though. I feel like there's not much that would surprise me now that we know Mia showers with Jacqueline. She was asking Gordon before, like, "What can I
yeah,
do?" You know, they met while he was in a relationship. They banged on a beach. I mean, they're pretty open about their sex life. So if it was like, "Hey, we invite a gang of people and we're just like, hey, it's a party in both of our pants," I wouldn't be surprised if they were like, "We have 12-person sex," if that's possible.
yeah. I think maybe it might be just like, oh, it's actually involved with like a husband of a housewife from a different franchise, where it's probably more messy than just like a random person off the streets.
Okay.
More to
All
lose,
right.
more at stake, I think.
Ooh, ooh, all right. Oh,
But yes,
thank
I would
you.
want to go home too after that. I'll be like, Gordon,
Mhm.
please. She's selling everything and my nails are broken. Hurry.
Gordon, hurry, I'm a CEO. Okay. So we have Mia calls the husband. Ashley tells the table, "Mia is my girl. I love Mia, but that was completely unnecessary." To which Giselle says, "Both sides were unnecessary." And that reminded me a lot of like the political propaganda that went on, like
Yes.
both sides. And it's like, but one side is like burning, tiki torches and running down the
Right.
streets and attacking people. And the other side is like silently resisting and legally protesting. So
Right. Right.
I don't know. So that reminded me a lot of that when she was just, Giselle, she just, and Robin,
It
I
was
was
a
glad
mess.
Robin finally admitted this episode that she just doesn't like Wendy. And that's why it's different than what happened with Monique. That's why she doesn't have Wendy's back the way she did against violence, like she did when Monique went at Candiace.
We all knew that though. I mean,
Mhm.
she even laughed because I don't like her. All right.
Exactly. Way to go, 40-some-year-old Robin.
Right.
Um, Wendy talks to producers. So this was Wendy, she's heated and rightly so. And she's like, I want I want a ticket home. She's not staying in the same house with her. Fuck this professor shit. I'm Wendy first.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'd be trying to do after all that. I mean, the amount of restraint. I mean,
Right?
all Wendy could do was say the things she was saying to combat all this other stuff. Because if it was Candiace, if it was Ashley, they would have been throwing hands back. You know what I mean? But
Mhm.
Wendy's like, I'm going to use these words and then I'm going to go, because
And
now
then I'm gonna
I've
leave.
reached my limit of all the shits and I'm ready to go. I got to get out of here, and that's fair. I think I would do that too.
Yep, you've pushed the professor far enough. So then Karen checks on Mia, and Mia tells Karen, "You didn't have my back." And Karen says, "Two wrongs don't make a right, Mia. You were both in the wrong." And Karen said, "I'm not the one." In her confessional, she then says, "I'm not the one who invited Charisse on my birthday weekend, so maybe you don't have my back."
Messy Mia. So
Messy.
weird. She's like, you're not my friend. You chose her side. Like, what is this? Just be up your ass even when you're wrong. That's not friendship. Like, no, you both were wrong, and you were probably more wrong because you were stirring up the shit. And then when you couldn't handle the repercussions,
Repercussions.
then you want to throw your damn purse. So you
Mhm.
are wrong, and I'm gonna tell you that. I'm not here to be like, well, Mia, you brought me out here for my birthday and it sucks this entire weekend, but I'm gonna kiss your ass because you flew me out. Shut up. No, you're wrong. I hated Mia so much this episode. She sucks.
Me too. She does suck. She's so petty. She's so immature. And it's not in like a fun petty housewives way. It's in like a pathetic petty housewives way where you need everyone on your side to feel strong or buck up. Like, you were wrong. You went too far. You took something too far. Okay.
Yeah.
You literally started putting hands on this woman. You threw a drink at her, not just a water. You threw a drink at her. You look messy and inappropriate, and just apologize so we can move on with this damn weekend. But now, as we find out as we go through the episode, she is so childish, and everyone is going to pay if they don't say she was right.
Right. Yes. She was so annoying. I hated it.
So annoying. And then Messy Giselle orders dessert. She orders red velvet Oreos, which looked really good, but she says she always eats dessert, even during a huge brawl. And Robin again goes at Karen, because Karen's, now the target, now that Wendy isn't at the table. And she says, Karen, you didn't try to diffuse the situation. And I liked this because Karen says, my ass was trying to get up from there. Girl, I can't fight. Karen's just like, I can't fight.
Why is it everybody else's responsibility? You were over here filming TMZ style. Why didn't you try to defuse the situation? Why is it up to Karen to jump in between some people fighting when she had nothing to do with it, and you're instigating it? Why didn't you go over there and stop your friend Mia from doing some shit? Why is it Karen's responsibility?
Karen's right in the middle. She's about to turn 59 years old. She's like, I can't fight. I'm from Surrey County. We don't fight in Surrey County. Okay. They have like chickens or something. I don't know what they have. Is it farm country? Something. She's like, I am a lady. I'm the grande dame. I don't fight. And you guys know that. Okay.
Well, what do you want Karen to do?
They wanted Karen to get in the mess because they want to see them all in the mess, because Robin,
so she can film it.
Yeah. So she can film it. And Robin's like, hey guys, me Robin. Oh, you didn't do it. Is about fight her or don't fight her? Fight her or don't fight her? Robin really wants there to be
the aggressor.
Robin is the aggressor, though. I think Robin is
agitator. What was the word you kept using over and over again?
Let's see. I think I uploaded it. Let's see.
Here
we go.
She's very antagonistic.
Very antagonistic.
Very antagonistic.
This is funny because this is from last episode when Karen got touched as Wendy kind of jumped back up. This is okay. I'll just play it.
You got hit.
Who touched me? I slowed it down a little bit, but she's like, did I just get touched? Who touched me?
Why am I getting touched? I didn't even do anything. Why am I being Karen is, she's not the fighter. She's not even going to be like standing up and separate anybody. She's just like, listen, I will be like, both of y'all are wrong. And that's what she said.
That's what Karen's like. I don't go for any of the mess. It got too serious. I'm usually the one that's like, hey, everybody kind of calm down, even though I can be like messy myself. Karen doesn't really enjoy the when it gets real heated.
Right. Like, I wouldn't either. She's right in the middle of it too. Like that's
no, like they're across the table with two of them, and Karen's like, whatever. So then let's see. Giselle goes to check on Mia, and then Ashley, finally someone checks on Wendy, and it's Ashley of all people.
I feel like something about that just feels like Ashley just wants to be a part of the thing. Like some people like with Giselle, she's like, oh, are you upset? Like she wants to go and hear what's going on so she can be like the first on the scene to get the business, not because she's like actually concerned, if that makes sense. It always feels like, ooh, this is my chance to like go and
she's gonna report back.
Yeah. That's how I felt about that.
A little snaky snake. That's what. So it seems like a nice thing at first, but then you see previews for the next episode, and you're like, Ashley's messy and dirty. No,
she's always a mess. It's never like genuinely concerned. It's just to push the story forward. Let me go get the tea and see what's going on and be nosy and pretend to be nice. And then next week, then tomorrow, actually, that's how that works. Tomorrow I'm going to do this.
Tomorrow I'm going to release something,
right.
You, even though I talked about it with you too, but I'm going to release that Candiace said that there is a blue eyes or a guy on the side. even though
Mhm.
I partook in it too. Robert says Karen can barely walk in her shoes. Watching her curl her wig on her head cracked me up. Love
Mhm.
Swiss Karen. She just wants to make 60. She wants to make 60.
Man,
Let her
that's a
live,
big milestone. Give her another year, man. You know.
right? Ray does not want her fighting out there. So then Wendy says to Ashley that she thinks Mia should go home because she's like, Mia's gonna go. She's like, she should go home. Who throws a drink? And then Ashley thinks that the second attack was what was over the line when Mia went at her like with the handbag. I think that's what she's referring to.
Right.
And she said that was too much. And Wendy says she does not want to be in a place where she can be physically attacked. And she says she's lucky that she had on her curly wig and not her straight wig, or she would have went got much more upset. Much
I
more.
wonder what that means. Like, if you have a curly wig on, you can't really go. Like, what is that?
I think it was like then it would the drink would have more destroyed the straight look for the night. But since it was curly, because remember when she got the drink in her hair, she's like, good thing I have a curly. I can just kind of, curly. You can kind of when your hair is curly, you can just kind of move it around. But when your hair is straight, you take all that time to straighten it.
Yes, that's true.
A little bit of drink is gonna
that curly wig saved Mia's life that day.
Mia has no idea. She needs to bow down to the curly wigs. The ladies all leave, so they have their dessert, they have their little talk. So I want to check, like we said on Wendy, is Ashley. The ladies go back to the house. There's 2 cars again. Mia's car is basically blaming Karen. Giselle and the rest are pushing that narrative, that Karen should have done something. What's going on? Karen rides the middle. She rides the fence. And then Mia said, don't worry. Gordo booked me a flight for 8 a.m. the next morning. So yay. So then they go back and hang out in what they call the dungeon, the basement of the house with very few bathrooms and where you can hear the toilet being flushed in the Green-Eyed Bandits room. So they talk, and then Wendy goes to her room. She's like, I'm going to my room. I'm getting out of here. I'm not doing this. Mia and Charisse join the dungeon. Ashley checks on Wendy. She's like, well, remember she has her corona. She's like, how you doing? Wendy's like, I'm just changing. I'll be right out. Talk to me, Wendy. And she's like, I'll be right out.
I don't care that you're trying to have your own privacy. I want to interrupt it and make it about me in a moment. Open the door.
Right. Good evening, Artie's Fleetwood. Hey, Stephanie. Welcome. Give her another year, Shauna says. So then Wendy, she leaves. She comes out with her stuff and she leaves. And we talked about this last week, but isn't it hilarious how quickly she can find a hotel? And Charisse was on Travelocity, Expedia.com.org.edu, and she couldn't find nothing.
Kayak. She was on Booking. She was on Trivago.
Google Flights. And now we're like, you're not flying, Charisse. She's like, you never know.
VRBO. She was on all of that. She was on Turo.
And what we learned what we learned this episode is Jacqueline is an enabler, and she must be on Mia's payroll at this time.
Well, you see how she talks to Jacqueline. Jacqueline gets talked to like she's the help, and so she knows her place. She's not going to step over because she knows that her boss will kick her out of the house. As you can see,
like how Kim talks to Sweetie. Remember that?
Oh God,
Sweetie. I think Mia reminds me so much of Kim Zolciak, especially with the lies, the like sense of entitlement. Kim wasn't as. But I don't think she ever like hit anybody, right?
I don't think so.
No, but she kind of reminds me of Kim because she's very disingenuous like that. And the way she talks to her reminds me of how Kim talked to Sweetie. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but that just like came out, and I don't like the way she talks to her at all.
Well, no, it's Mia's got this control thing, and you see how she talks crazy to Jacqueline, and she tries with other people, and they're like, I'm not going out of my room. Fuck you. Like she tries to like boss people around like she does Jacqueline, and everybody's like, no, bitch, I'm not leaving. What are you talking about? So Jacqueline's like, this is my only way to go on trips and stuff. This is my rich friend. I don't have those resources. I'm just going to let her be a bitch to me on television and be quiet. So.
Man, it was a rough episode to be like, dang, this chick is taking a lot and making a lot of excuses and being her like talking head when she's clearly wrong. So
yes.
All right.
It's
so then we have
state of
It
affairs.
is.
Actually. It
It
sucks.
is. Then we have day 2 at the house with very few bathrooms, but there were enough bathrooms. We'll get to this later. Where 2 of them showered together. Okay. The ladies eat breakfast, but first we gotta do yoga. So Ashley's doing yoga. Robin's talking to her kids. Turns out Juan Dixon was like, "Kids, you don't got to go to school."
Yeah, remember when he was talking shit about her not wanting to get out of bed, and then he's like, "As soon as you go on vacation, the kids don't go to school. It's fine."
And he wasn't even awake yet. I'm like, "Oh, Juan Dixon."
He wasn't even at home. I'm telling you, Juan does not live. I asked my friend if Juan lives there. He just laughed. I was like, "That's not an answer."
Oh, we got to get more tea. Okay, so we don't know for sure if Juan lives there. He did laugh, so maybe he doesn't.
I'm just saying.
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. Yeah. So, yes, hit that like button. Thank you, Arties. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So there we go, and they have lobster for breakfast.
I'm not a fan of lobster. I don't think.
What? What do you mean you don't think? Have you had it?
I feel like I have, and I was just like, I don't know.
I think it's mostly the butter, like crab legs. You like crab legs? Really? See, I just like the butter. One time we were in San Francisco and we went to this restaurant that was like known for its crab legs, but it was like something was out of season. Maybe the legs were, so they just had like a sandwich. I don't know if it can be out of season. It was a while ago.
Crab legs are out of season.
There was something I ordered. They were like, "Well, we just have a sandwich or something," and I was like, "Okay." And then when I got it, it was dripping. It was just like dripping. And my husband, well, Chell loves to say, because it came to me and I go, "It's exactly what I wanted, butter," and it was.
Yes.
It was just full of butter. So
I love butter, but I prefer it on like bread, like right out of the oven.
Ooh, yum. Ooh, yum. Jamie B says Juan was with Michael in the penthouse. You know what? Probably. There's a crab shortage. A little bit went missing. Oh my gosh, Haru. Who knew?
There's a crab shortage?
Apparently. We're getting a lot of breaking news, you guys. This is tea. Wow. Clip this and post it and let people know that we just bring all the news.
Cracking the cases here. We're cracking all the big news.
So Ashley's eating her plate and she tells the ladies that she doesn't condone violence. And Charisse and Giselle are quick to say, "Oh, that's funny," because Charisse says that sounds contradicting. Ashley's like, "Why is it contradicting?" She says, "Well, considering Ashley provided a statement for Monique after her fight with Candiace." And then Ashley said, "Well, Giselle was quick to defend Candiace, but is now shunning Wendy when Mia attacked Wendy. So maybe we're all contradicting."
Perhaps we're all with the shits this weekend. Perhaps that's what that is. Shut up, Charisse.
Right? Why are you there? What are you doing? What is she doing?
Everybody's hypocritical because they like their own friends or whatever. But like, if Mia is Ashley's friend and she says you went too far, fine, whatever. And maybe she didn't like Candiace at the time, and she still kind of doesn't like Candiace right now. But at least she put that to the side to be nice for Wendy.
Yeah, at least somebody's saying something, and it has to be Ashley of all people, you know?
Yes, she's always in the mix.
So then Robin, Mia, and Jacqueline join, and Mia's like, "Don't worry, everybody. I canceled my trip back. I called Gordo, and I said, it's going to be fine. I'm going to call a nail tech, and she's going to come do my nails because, we got these broken-ass nails now." And so she's going to stay. And then Candiace is there. Apparently, Candiace arrived last night when everything went down, and the only person to greet her was Robin. She was like, "Hey, Candiace, let me tell you a story about what happened. Here's what happened. Your friend got wild. Look at my phone." I think at first Candiace is like, what? Wendy did what? And then Robin shows the phone, and Candiace is like, "Oh no, Robin, something's wrong with you and you guys."
Right. Thank you for filming it because you look like shit. Thanks so much, Robin. You look like a bad person here.
Right? She does hardly even speak. But Charisse gets more screen time than I think she should.
Yeah, I keep waiting for the big reveal of like why Charisse is important to the show. But
just come at Karen already. You're on a trip. This would be the perfect time for you to do your little thing, what you were sent to do, which I think is ruin Karen, right? Because what else? I don't know.
She's yeah.
Exactly. So Robin greets her, like I said, tells her all about the stuff, shows her the video. And then we go back to current time, and Karen joins the ladies as they're eating their lobster breakfast. It's her birthday, and Mia has planned, I thought she said she planned a dinner for Karen's birthday.
She's at a beach party, right?
Yeah, but it's a beach party. But then she said something about everybody wearing white. So maybe there was a dinner.
Right. Yeah, she did
So
say
maybe
that.
this is what we're going to see in the next episode, this dinner.
No, you're not, because she's going to cancel Karen's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, she was like, well, I guess I shouldn't host your birthday anymore. She's like, you're doing a shitty job of hosting it already. Like,
I'm not going to be held responsible for your birthday. That's, yeah, Karen's like,
oh, okay, good.
You didn't really do anything. But she wants everyone to know, don't worry, I hired a nail tech to fix my nails and give a gel manicure. And Karen's like, great, it's my birthday. You could have maybe got one for all of us. That would have been a nice thing for them all to get, like Manny's Petties by the pool. But Mia, this is a very budget trip. This is a very La Quinta Inn. This is Red Roof Inn. It's, again, we're going to see this birthday party. Quality, yes, quality Inn. La Quinta is kind of nice. We're going to see the ladies at the beach for this alleged birthday party she threw for Karen, and it's just like Robin's potato sack day. What was there, Shauna? Like, what? It was like a public beach with one cabana or two.
It was like 4 little, like almost like little blow up straw thingies. It was like just anybody can rent one. It wasn't even like,
right.
When I hear cabana, I'm thinking like, I don't know,
something nice. Well, you're from Vegas, so it's like a nice setup.
Yeah, and cabanas in Vegas are a big damn deal. It just seemed like 4 little pods for them to sit in with like benches or something.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, it was very budget. Mia, she does not know how to throw a party for someone, for sure. Her and Robin get along because their parties are just very not good. Okay. So then Karen wishes, she would have got that for everyone. The ladies go to the pool, and Candiace joins them at the Peasy. Okay. So they head out, go into the pool. They're like going to hang out. And that's when Mia says, everyone get ready, 1 p.m. We're going to the Savoy Hotel for a beach party. And it was just literally them sitting on the beach. There wasn't any
with like a party. Bluetooth speaker playing their own music.
Thank you. It was just if you and your friends go to a beach. That's right. It.
I could have done that as well.
We could have all been at Karen's birthday. Because later in the day, some young dudes show up and Robin molests them.
Yes, like she hasn't touched a man in months.
Robin said she hasn't seen muscles like that for a long time. I'm like, oh, Juan Dixon's going to hear about this. I am so glad Juan Dixon is not here right now, because this is getting...
me, you haven't seen what now, Robin? Your fiance's at home.
Or is he? We don't know. He could be with Michael Darby. We don't know. So Karen and Ashley and Candiace break off from the rest of the ladies to go have a little convo. You know, Candiace is like, hello, everyone. I'm going to go see Trina later. I'm doing exceptionally well this season. The rest of you are not. Thank you. Let's go talk over there. So there, Candiace, Karen, and Ashley go over to talk. And Candiace brings her folded tissue because she cries, because she says it's upsetting to see Robin justifying what Mia did to Wendy. And it's triggering to what happened to her 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's fair.
Totally fair.
It's and also like she just has like empathy. That's her friend. Her friend's like, you know, ostracized and sleeping at a hotel by herself because of all some bullshit that happened. And she's like, I wasn't even there. That sucks. And she's quick to cry. Like that's just something. Yep. Something she does. And she's yeah.
She's sensitive. She's got that thing, you know, but I was happy to have somebody finally giving a shit about Wendy. Somebody like, where is she? She left. She's at this other hotel. They're like, I feel bad. And then as they're talking about where Wendy is, you have the Green-Eyed Bandits and Charisse, God knows why she's there still, in the pool, saying they don't think Mia is going to invite Wendy back. So it's not just going to be one night to cool off. They're like, I don't think that she's going to invite her back.
She's such a fucking child. Ugh. I feel like, I mean, I'm glad they kind of branched off and was like, we're going to go see Wendy because it's better. It's like the two little fractions of people. I would prefer to watch Wendy and Candiace and Karen hang out than watch the Green Eye Bandits and whatever else.
The Green Eye Bandits are so boring. They're legit. Yes. I can't think of one entertaining thing they did. Giselle just sits there, thinks she stirs the pot, and doesn't do anything. You can't talk about her life. She comes in with fake storylines with Jamal. Robin has been maybe going to get back together with Juan. Now, maybe they're going to get married for how long? I'm happy they got out of the townhouse and they got a house now. But other than that, it's like every season, you're lazy, Robin, get up. Or we lost all our money, Juan, get up. You know, it's like, this isn't that fun to watch. No, I can't think of either of their storylines that I've really enjoyed.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to see them all interact. I think the only reason why they have anything to do is when they start mess. And so it's like, I was glad when they were like, let's go see Wendy and y'all can go do that. And me is like, well, I'm going to ruin your birthday then. It's like, okay, it's already ruined. So
it has already been ruined. Exactly. Right. So
you've done nothing to help.
Exactly. So they're looking over like, oh, what am I talking about? And Robin says there's no comparison to what happened 2 years ago because she doesn't like Wendy. She finally admits it. Like we talked about, finally, you admit it, Robin. That's exactly the only reason you are for this violence against Wendy is because you don't like Wendy.
You don't like Wendy.
Ashley, Candiace, and Karen, like we said, call Wendy. They invite her to Karen's birthday. And Candiace is like, you belong here. You belong.
Yeah.
You belong.
You deserve to be here. What the fuck? Why are you not here? That's bullshit.
Exactly. So Karen
wants you here, but Mia does not. And Mia paid for everybody's accommodations, apparently. And you can't go against Mia. So
I don't think she paid. I think there was some kind of really bad trade. And now she's going to have to pay for this bad trade because these accommodations are not up to housewife standards. So Karen goes and tells Mia that she invited Wendy to the beach party. She's like, hey, I invited Wendy. I want everyone at my birthday. And Mia's not happy. Mia's like this. Excuse me? And she said, okay, here's the deal. You can have lunch with her, but I don't want Wendy to think it's okay to disrespect my husband. And anyone who supports that tells me that they don't see an issue either. And then Karen's like, are you talking about me? Are you talking about me not seeing an issue?
What?
Is it me? And she's like, no. And Karen's like, well, I'm trying to facilitate peace.
Right.
And Wendy's like, too soon. It's too soon. I'm not. Or not Wendy. I'm sorry. Mia's like, it's too soon. It's too soon. I can't. It's too soon after you tried to beat her up. It's too soon for you.
She's acting like she's so traumatized because she broke a nail throwing her purse poorly. She's the best. She honestly, it's just like it's my trip, and you have to do whatever I say. And I don't want her to be here, so I want to be petty and not have her be here. And so, yeah.
And so then Karen has to go withdraw her invitation to Wendy. So she calls, I mean, this is, like you said, this is so freaking childish. So she calls Wendy to tell her, okay, that she can't come anymore. And then Karen, then Candiace is like, what? No, what? So Karen makes an executive decision to check in on her, to go there. We're just going to go there. That's it. It's my birthday. We're going to go meet up with Wendy. And Mia's like, you can go with her, but she can't come here because I am a CEO of Massage Envy. And then, so they decide. So then Candiace and Ashley are like, I'm going too. The ladies take shots in the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
To which Rob's like, you want a shot, Candiace? And Candiace says, I would love a shot. And then Candiace says that they're like, you want a lime? She goes, limes are for bitches. And then Robin somehow is like, I think she's talking about me. So she's like,
I don't understand why she got mad about that. Like, what was that? Why did she get all mad about that? That's so stupid.
It is so stupid. She's like, I'm not sure why Candiace is acting like a butthole. I don't know, because your friend and you're making excuses for this lady tried to beat up her good friend, and it's triggering to her from 2 seasons ago, maybe, that you guys are making excuses about it.
But it's also a joke. Like, everybody always says, like, if you have to take like training wheels when you take shots, then you're a bitch. That's like a standard thing people say. It's not like she's calling you whatever, Robin, shut up.
Right? Because it is what you say. It's like, oh my God, you're being like, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's weak. If you, that's
Yeah,
what she
I don't
meant.
need no
Like,
training wheels. I don't need no salt or no
yep.
lime. I'm a G.
Mhm.
And she's like, why are
Exactly.
you calling me a bitch? I didn't even do anything. You're like, I'm not. But that's weird that
This
you took it that way.
this isn't about you, Robin. Okay.
Weird.
So then Candiace, okay, so then we have a really interesting situation where
Mm-hmm.
Mia walks out to the car. So one group of ladies is going to the see Wendy. So it's Candiace and it's Ashley and it's Karen, and they're going to see Wendy. They're going to check in on her. Karen talked to me
Yes.
about it, but Mia didn't know that Candiace and Ashley were doing it. So here comes Mia. She's like, fee, fi, fo, fum.
Defectors.
Right?
Defectors. How dare you not check in with me first before you go with Karen?
It was so ridiculous. She opens the door. She's like, just so you know, when you come back, you don't have any place to stay. Bye, bitch. Like, she told them because they're going to check on Wendy, they cannot stay at
Traitors.
her low rent house anymore.
Can you imagine that? You're going to swing the door open and maybe almost fall out the car and then be like, oh, just because you didn't check in with me, you can't come. You can't stay at my house anymore? What the
It's not
fuck?
your house. It's an Airbnb. Call the Airbnb people and tell them you're going to stay there. They're the only people that can kick you out. Mia can't kick you out. It's not Mia's house. It's not
Girl.
Peter's house, Patricia's house, Gordo's house. It's not Massager Envy's house. It is an Airbnb and frickin' B that I'm sure probably the producers paid for.
Such a mess. That's the level of petty. I was so mad at everything she did the entire episode. It was like such like a teenage childish bullshit. Well, that
It really
means you
was.
can. I'm going to stop doing your birthday, and well, that means you can't stay here anymore. You can't sleep here no more because you're gonna go check on Wendy. What the fuck are you talking about?
She's like that kind of mentality where everyone has to be against this person. Like no one can even show any empathy. Let's say Wendy was wrong, which I don't think she was in this situation, but let's say she was. Even then, from a human to human standpoint, don't you think you'd want someone to check in on her? She's all by herself. We want to make sure she's okay. You're all on a trip. You all work together. But it's like, she's so dirty for that. And Ashley tells her, you are so petty. And then
Super petty.
Super. And Ashley and Candiace say they are not leaving the house just because Mia is mad that her feet are big.
As now, see, I have size 12. I don't know how tall Mia is.
She's got 13s.
All right. I don't think she's 6'3".
So she has big feet.
Her feet are bigger than mine. And I think it's funny that they cut her feet. I'm sorry. For once I got small feet, I'm gonna laugh. That's gonna be.
And they both made the same joke in their
Yes.
confessionals. They didn't even realize it. They're like, her big feet ass, like she's just upset.
Yes,
And
her size. It's the emphasis on the size. It's not the big feet, but with her size 13, it's so funny. And
right.
because 12 doesn't sound as funny as 13. If you're like
funny.
If you're going off on somebody, 12 sound it's a short syllable. It doesn't make, but 13, that's just funny.
Yeah,
to
12, not as funny, but yeah, 13, 17.
Yeah,
Funny.
It's something to the ear when you're reading somebody. You're like, wow, that's funny. And I got big feet too, y'all. I'm just saying. That's
me too. I got 9.5, and I'm only 5'7".
I got small feet for once. I'm going to take this moment to laugh.
Enjoy it, Sean. Enjoy it. And then Sharice is like, can I have their bathroom? Can I have their bathroom? And she's just waiting, wondering, can I have the bathroom? So then Karen, Ashley, and Candiace and Wendy have lunch. They meet up at a restaurant. And first, the ladies are kind of waiting for Wendy. And this is when Ashley texts Mia at lunch. And she says she's ratchet ass how. And Ashley's like, of course, only Mia ratchet ass hoe or something. She just says she's ratchet. And then she texts Mia this: Mia, it is quite rude for you to invite a group of women out of the state, then threaten them about revoking their accommodation just because you don't agree with something they've decided that brings no harm to you. It is incredibly petty, and I will be sleeping in the same room tonight. Good text.
Bitch.
Right? Yeah, she should have ended it with the no period, just a bitch.
Yeah. By the way, I'm not leaving, so you have a good night. That was a good text. I like how she sent it to the whole group too, so there's no confusion about what was said. Everybody's gonna see this.
No, Yep.
So
And
you know what I
everybody
said.
is staying in their same room. You can't play this little petty party and cry like a baby. We need some place to sleep and rest our heads. If you want to give us the silent treatment, like, a child, go ahead. Mia, Giselle, Robin, and Charisse and Jacqueline are on the beach. And we get this discussion that we kind of talked about or we hit on before, which was Giselle. Of course, Giselle's like, I was looking up, praying to Jesus, and I just
was being
happened to look.
nosy.
Being nosy. Just happened to look in your direction of your room, and I saw there were two shadows here taking a shower. So that means Mia and Jacqueline are such good friends that they shower together. Now, Shauna, you don't have to share what you don't want to share, but with your platonic girlfriends, do you guys shower together while on vacation?
No. The last time I showered with my friends, we were playing volleyball in college, and we all had to just shower after a game.
A team sport? Exactly. Oh no, we lost Shauna. Come back. I'm sure she just clicked herself out. She'll be right back. A team sport I could see, but these two friends who apparently, with Mia and Gordo, they've had some loving in the clubbing with other peeps before, allegedly. So it wouldn't surprise me if Mia was kind of hooking it up with Jacqueline, her friend, because I'll tell you, just like Shauna, I have never had platonic showers with my friends on vacation. We usually make sure that we shower separately. You're back.
Did you see that?
I was like, she must have just knocked herself out.
I just disappeared. I'm like sitting here talking. I'm like, what?
It was Mia. Mia and Gordon are trying to infiltrate our stream so we don't talk about her and Jacqueline. Yeah,
I will not be stopped.
Will not be silenced. Maybe she was helping her shave. Maybe. But they did mention something about sharing a shower when they first got there. Like, they're like, well, it wouldn't be the first time or something like that. So, I mean, maybe they played on a group sport. I mean, is dancing a group sport?
Listen, like I was saying, my friends were just in Vegas in June. We were in the pool together with a bunch of people, and then I went home and showered, and they went back to the hotel room with their husbands to shower. But I'm pretty sure they showered by themselves in the hotel too. So I was in Florida. I didn't shower with my friends then. I just feel like that's just not a thing.
Yeah,
that people do all the time.
I think that I could wait, even if me and my friend are sharing a room and there's one shower. I could probably wait till she's done before we could just have separate times where we're washing our coochies. We don't need to
right.
We don't need the coochie square wash.
I was pressed for time, but I feel like they had time. It was in the morning. It wasn't like we got to hurry up and go. I'm running late. It's like there's no reason for this shower right now together. There's no reason for it.
Well, they said it's just to get clean, because Mia's like, no, we have never hooked up, because that's what they asked. Like, do you all get it on? Of course, Robin and Giselle Robin's like, do you all get it on? And then they're like, no. But Jacqueline admits that she kissed one of Mia's boyfriends one time, and then they did it. And
was
Mia's
it her
like,
ex-boyfriend or her current boyfriend?
I did not know. But Mia's like, that's how good of a friend I am, that you let her kiss your boyfriend and do it, and you're still friends. Whatever.
There's something that, and I think that's what Wendy was talking about, and that's why shit got crazy. Because all this stuff doesn't make any sense. This is such a
doesn't.
Just say we're open, we're swingers. This is what we do. I just don't understand why there's like this weird allusion to like what they're doing, but don't really say what they're doing, and it's like.
Yeah, she's so annoyed, like Robert's saying, about sharing deodorant and shit. But you're literally showering together. You're literally 2 feet coochie to coochie, sharing Dove, whatever you got going on down there.
That's true, Robert. That's very true.
Yeah, like Ashley says, the lies. But really, I mean, this was very glossed over, and it's like, okay, with all that we've heard about Mia and her husband and what they've already admitted on the show, you'd think we would investigate a little more. People are gonna kind of wonder.
You know what's funny about that though? I think that people are just like, Mia just lies, and so we don't even care anymore. You know what I mean? Like she just says stuff, and it's just like they've reached a point where like, well, we asked questions about the lumps. I don't see any lumps on her ass. I don't know what's going on. Maybe she's fine. She's having showers, whatever.
They're so used to her lying. They're just like,
yeah.
It's Mia. You're never gonna get the truth, so don't
Exactly.
even
It's just not
try.
even, yeah, it's not worth it to even try to dig into it. You'll just make yourself crazy. So they just leave her alone at this point.
Which is so sad. You're right. And then she says that, you know, they only shower together because if she's winning, Jacqueline's winning. So if she's clean and winning, if her ass is clean, Jacqueline's ass is clean. If she drives a Mercedes, Jacqueline drives a Mercedes.
Right.
If she's going on a vacation, Jacqueline's going on a vacation. I'm winning, she's winning. So
yeah, sometimes you just gotta, sometimes you gotta fuck the person that's paying for the trip.
So, well, you know what? Maybe that's what it was. And that's probably because why was she asking Gordon, what can I do? Was she asking about what can she do with Jacqueline? What are the rules? Did Gordo say you can shower together? You can do girl stuff.
Maybe they do stuff together, but now when they're separate, she has to get permission to do stuff without him there.
Interesting. Why even bring it up on camera if you want to be so secretive about this fact that you guys might, let other people in or play with other people sometimes?
That's what I mean. It's like this, she says something, but then she doesn't say all of it to make you have to ask questions. She's like, season 3 or next season, if I'm back, then I'll answer those questions. It's like, girl.
We don't care.
We
look at your husband
care.
and your relationship and we think you guys definitely swing. Definitely. There was a lady in Orange County and she only lasted a season. And she said for a present, she gave her husband a pile of pussy, or was it a vagina sandwich or something where there was like a girl, her, and then another girl. And she showed a picture and it was like just vaginas. Like,
I don't know
and then
that.
he got to dive in or something. So I would imagine that Mia's been to that kind of party before. What would they call it, you guys? It was that chick, Noella. She was one season last season of Orange County. She was a one and done housewife. And she said she gave her husband, I thought it was a pile of pussies, but it was probably, it was something like a pussy hill or a vag hill or something that he had to climb. And then lots of, peaks and valleys and coves and things. So yeah, so it was like a coochie cove, a coochie castle,
a coochie charcuterie.
Yeah, a coochie charcuterie board. Exactly. It was a stack of vaginas. Okay, mine was better. So it was a stack. They stacked. The ladies laid on each other, right? And I don't know if it was from the back or from the front, but yeah, it was a stack of vaginas for her husband. And needless to say, they're divorced now. And he not only divorced her, he left the damn country to divorce her and didn't tell her.
Wow.
So that's
that pussy platter was meaningless. All of that, you disgraced your entire family for nothing.
Yeah, Shauna, the pussy platter. Don't pussy platter if you want shit to last.
That's an act of desperation. That's what you do when you know it's about to be over. Like, what else can I do?
When you're trying to save the relationship, save the marriage. That is when you just keep the platter going.
Pussy Jenga.
Pussy Jenga, pussy Tetris. I love it. Yes, Sweet James. Okay, so Sweet James was her husband, and he was a lawyer, and you'll see it all over LA. Shauna,
I was going to say Sweet James. No, it's in Vegas too, and in Arizona.
That's him. The lawyer dude. It was his wife Noella. She was a one and done. And then pretty early on, right when she joined, he was like, "No more pussy platters. I'm leaving." And he went to like Bermuda. I don't remember the country he went to. Went to another ass country. And served her flowers with divorce papers, a bouquet of flowers. She accepted and had the divorce papers, I believe.
Sweet James, you dirty scumbag! Wow,
not so sweet.
Whoa,
right?
So is he back then? If his billboards everywhere, or is he still gone?
I don't know. I mean, I think he was just gone until he had to hide probably his assets, allegedly, or something, and then maybe he's back now.
Because I've seen his name on like Phoenix Suns basketball jerseys. Like, he's everywhere.
Well, Sweet James with the pussy platter. It didn't work for Sweet James. So if you're trying to wife up Sweet James in the future, don't give him a pussy platter. He's already had that. He's already had the charcuterie.
He's done all of it at this point. You might as well just cook him a nice meal, honey. That might be foreign to him.
Right?
He just cooked.
He just wants one pussy and a steak. A homemade dinner.
I cleaned the whole house by myself, honey. You know what?
He wants
Wow.
your original tits, eyes, and nose. That's what gets him off now. He's changed. So we'll see. Wendy joins Karen's lunch. She shows up all Versace'd out. She looks great. Wendy says she's hurt because she feels as though no one should violate someone and their space. And she's like, she threw a drink at me over Peter.
Right.
And then Peter told Wendy, allegedly according to Wendy, that Mia did some snake shit to one of Peter's ex-girlfriends while they were on a couple's vacation that they all went on together. So now he doesn't vacation with them. So I wonder what the snake shit was.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Wendy knows what it was, and she was probably about to say that. And that's why
They cut
somebody
it
broke
out.
some nails. So, yeah, maybe.
She drank her drink. Oh, it was Puerto Rico. He has a residence, yes, in Puerto Rico. Sorry. So I was thinking it was like another country, Bermuda or something, but no, Puerto Rico. All right. Good facts, guys. Yeah. So she dropped that, and then the ladies read. So the beach ladies, the beach bitches, we'll call them, the beach dwellers. They read Ashley's text. Okay. And then they think they're like they kind of get it. They're like, Mia, you're being a little bit harsh and petty. And Charisse acts as Mia's assistant and sends a text of her own. And Giselle's like, don't. I'm like, just let her. She has to do something. She has to earn her paycheck. Give her a reason to be on the show. And then Mia says, listen, guys, I'm not wrong. Do I attack people? Yes. Did I try to beat Wendy with my purse? Sure. Did I throw a drink at her? Of course. Over something that seemed really stupid? Yes. But maybe it wasn't, according to maybe Shauna's producer friend, allegedly. However, I'm a people pleaser. So I am so good with you and please you until you fuck with me. And then you're dead to me. And I don't care whatever happens to you. And I talked to a doctor about this. She didn't say what kind of doctor. She just said, a doctor. Last I checked, if you go to your general practitioner, your gynecologist, listen, I'm a cut a bitch kind of bitch where like, if somebody does me dirty, I want them dead and I don't care. And he's like, okay, that sounds nice. But can you open your legs now? We need to check.
Right.
I would need to feel your cervix and your ovaries. She's like, okay, I feel like this was a really good therapy session. They're like, but it wasn't. I am not doing that. So then she says, and it's my coping mechanism because of all the trauma I've been through.
Oh, right. So it's okay for you to have trauma and react a certain way. But when Monique has a little bit of trauma and reacts a certain way, it's a problem. But also, if she's gone to a doctor, she should be handling that better. I feel like Monique she never went to a doctor until after she beat her up. She's like, wait a minute, maybe I should go see a person. That was weird.
Yeah. Why am I beating people up?
Yeah.
Why am I chasing them around saying, I want her dead. I want her dead.
Yeah. Mia's already like, I've been to the doctor and it's fine. I can't change that. You're like, I feel like you could.
It was probably the doctor when Mia was getting her ass tumors checked that Robin said she had ass tumors, but I didn't see any ass tumors when we were twerking.
Yeah, where would they even be?
Well, there's a bruise. There's a couple bruises. I bruise very easy, so I always have bruises on me. But
that's not her butt, is it?
That's like her butt.
Thigh.
Yeah, that is on her thigh. Yeah, you're right. So there's nothing really on her butt, and even like you said, Robin's just like, it's Mia. She's probably lying.
Yeah, she's like,
cancerous tumors.
They disappeared so fast.
Right?
I thought, did she have surgery? Because she said they're going to have surgery on it, but there was no surgery.
I think they were going to have maybe a biopsy, right? They biopsied and you might have like a little scar. I don't know. I'm not a doctor.
Usually biopsy, you don't take the whole thing. You just take a little piece of it, right?
Oh, see, I don't even know that.
But there would still be footage of Mia getting a biopsy. Why is there no camera for this moment? You'd
think if you brought it up on the show, it would be something the producers.
Story? Yeah. Why are we not going to you to the doctor's appointment? How come we've never talked to the doctor?
Yeah, well, because she's too busy talking to the doctor about when he's checking for her ass tumors. She's talking about her pettiness and how she's.
We've never had one Mia goes to visit the doctor episode. Nothing.
And if she says, well, I keep it private, but you don't. You put it all over social media and all over the show. It's part of your storyline.
Lies.
And right here, she's basically showing us the baby door and the butthole, and we don't see any ass tumors. Again, maybe it could be up into the, higher on the butt, but we're pretty much seeing a lot of the butt, unless it's
But
right on the crack
you would
or
see it though.
inside.
It'd have to be inside her butt because there's no way. It's a bikini. You would see a lump through the fabric.
Did she say if it was an innie or an outie? Because it could be an inner.
She didn't say in. She just said it's on my butt and I'll show you sometime. And Robin should have said, okay, and then pull her camera out.
You can show me now. I'm so glad Juan Dixon's not here right now. Okay. Haru says, stop weaponizing your trauma, Mia. Get help. Yes. Okay. Mia also says, that the white party doesn't feel right anymore. Because where is Karen? She's with Wendy. Wendy should be hosting a party for her, not me. And that's when the beach ladies decide to twerk. And of course, Giselle's like, I don't know how to move my butt. So these are the gentlemen they see in a little bit, but I thought I had a screen grab of Giselle she was just kind of like moving her whole body.
She made the
twerks
mistake of when she tried to twerk, people will learn how to twerk. Instead of them pushing their butt out, they push their hips in. So it's like a reverse twerk where they're like thrusting instead of pushing.
I feel like that's how I twerk.
See how she's hunched over? She's not. She's supposed to have the arch in the back where her ass goes backwards, but she was squeezing. Yes,
like you're presenting.
Back. Yes, she's bringing it away, like she's doing
maybe
eagle almost.
That's how she presents. She's like, "Come here, Jamal."
Yeah. Oh boy, I hope she doesn't do that.
That could explain a lot.
I just hope she's on her back most times because that.
Yep, she's a missionary, and she was maybe pop lock and dropping. We don't know if she was pop locking. We don't know.
She was trying. It wasn't. I was
Look
very
at
sad.
Robin's face. Robin's so lit. She's like, where's some 21-year-olds I can molest? And ask and you shall receive. Rob's like, come over here and take a picture of us. And these guys are like, oh, look, it's like our grandmothers are having a party. Yeah. These guys are so young. They're babies. Like, it's like baby Nelly and his friends. They're just so young. They're so country grammar. They're just so, they're kids. They're literally just a little bit older than the sons Robin showers in front of. They're just, according to Robin. And Robin's like, get over here. I like you. And we just see her touching, rubbing, not consensual either. She doesn't ask this young man, hey, can I touch you? She's like, I see muscles and he's like, I'm 21. And I'm like, Robin, you could have birthed him. Put it back in your pants. Put your labia back in your pants. Her face
looks so excited. She's like, oh my God.
She's so happy.
Look at this arm. Please.
Seriously?
Oh my God.
She looks like she wants to eat him. Look at her.
Yeah, she can't stop herself.
And Charisse is like, I want to touch him too, but she doesn't. Why she has the same voice.
She's and then Mia's like, you're thirsty, Robin. Relax.
Right? Mia's like, that does look like my grandson, Charisse thinks. And then Mia's like, that's it. None of you can stay at the house because you're paying attention to this 21-year-old and not me.
Right. All of you guys are out of the house now. Scram.
Yep. And Jacqueline had sex with them
now.
real quick. They didn't show it, but allegedly she just did them real fast. And Mia's pissed because that's how Jacqueline rolls. But yeah, this was like disturbing. I was like, Robin.
So much rubbing.
So much rubbing.
She rubbed
this poor guy.
So much. Like it was a whole moment.
Yeah, Brooke says she was tingling. She was all the tingles down there. She had that mama tingle. She's like, I haven't felt muscles in like this so long. Juan Dixon is going to be, oh my God. She comments on him not changing diapers and he gets mad. Think about her saying she hasn't touched or felt muscles. It's gonna
Do you think Juan's going to be at the reunion? I feel like he's probably not going to come.
Maybe he'll, this is the time he goes to Vegas with Michael Darby. We'll see. Oh, what we have to play the here we go. Someone says, why does Mia have money on her? She's working. She's busy.
Because it's Mia's birthday. It's not Karen's.
Yep.
It's Mia's birthday. It's all about Mia.
You're right, Moira. So gross. If middle-aged men did that with young men or they did that with young women, we'd all be disgusted. Robin is acting all the Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just feel like she's looking like she hasn't seen a nice looking body in a while. She didn't know what to do. But
She did
definitely
not know what to do.
she was just like, ooh.
It was so much rubbing. I was like, Robin, calm down.
You are engaged. You are betrothed, woman.
You are engaged to your ex-husband. Can you calm it down over
Seriously,
there? You're about to
right.
get into a magical relationship. So really, they just wanted these guys to take a picture of them. I haven't seen muscles like that in a while. I mean, she's just giddy. She's like, she's like so crazy. Oh, Rob was on that. Yes. Juan has a dad bod, Miss T saying. Juan with the dad bod. And they got stories to tell now on their TikTok to all their teenage friends because they're very young, like I said. They're like, some grandmothers accosted us and they molested
like, some old ladies with cameras was like, asked for pictures. And they're like, who was it? Like, I have no idea.
They don't. I guarantee they don't know who these ladies are.
They're probably realizing right now who those women were.
Yeah.
Like
their moms know.
They were like, oh shit, my baby was on TV with these ladies. Like just now realized who they were.
And the moms are like, she was molesting my baby.
Right.
Not good. Not good. Then Karen and Ashley go back to the house. But Wendy and Candiace go see Trina because she's in Miami. So she's going to see Trina and she's going to meet her for the first time and hear what she did with her song Insecure. So Candiace's song Insecure, Trina was on it.
Yeah.
And she dropped her little stuff and they're really excited. And I like the scene because I love seeing Wendy and Candiace. It's like a big sister, little sister thing. And Candiace has come so far. She's not like, you know, you have your housewives singers like Luann and those like kind of cheese ball, really can't sing. Candiace can actually sing. And she's actually doing like legit collabs. Like no other housewife is doing a collab like that. Like granted, Kim Zolciak was so lucky to have Candy write a song for her.
Right.
And Candy's a real artist. But as far as housewives who want to become artists while they're housewives who have never been before, Candiace probably is the one who has the biggest chance of being a legitimate artist.
Right. Yeah. I like this moment too. It was cool.
It was so cool. And it was cool because then we got to see Trina and they were just like, oh my God, they were so excited. Wendy was so happy for her, like a good friend should be. And Trina's just like, what's going on? Trina looks fantastic.
Yeah.
And they were like, she's like, are you having fun? And Candiace is like, well, I mean, it's been hard because, you know, and Trina's like, oh yeah, women traveling with your girlfriends, you know. But they had like a really warm welcome for each other. And Trina told Candiace, like, the song's really good. And she was happy to be on it.
Yeah, I liked it. That was cool.
Right?
Such a long way the Diamond Princess has come. She's been such, you know, the baddest bitch is now the Diamond Princess, and she's doing outreach to the young ones. I love it.
Right, outreach to the young ones. And so they played the song, and Candiace kind of sits by her and Candiace just looks so excited and so proud, and she should be. She's come such a long way to be in the studio with Trina with this song. Like people were saying, she's at the Soul Train Awards. Like this isn't like a regular housewives artist, like
right?
Kim Zolciak tardy for the party. Like that's kitsch. That's never gonna amount to like anything legitimate. But this definitely could. And then my favorite part is Wendy was just grooving in the back.
She's like, oh yeah, I know this song. I love it.
And she seemed so proud and happy and excited. And I'm glad that she invited herself along.
Yes, me too. I would have done the same thing.
And then they even
are we going to go see Trina? Let us all go see Trina.
Right? Who wouldn't want to go see Trina except for Candiace's sister who does not know who she is. But other than that, everybody. Okay. So and then they do the slither walk that
I love, and it was literally like synchronized. They were on the same foot and everything. It was very interesting to watch that.
Good. I think I got a little like screen grab of them just kind of walking back doing their little slither. It was really cute. Then I don't have screenshots of this, but Ray calls Karen. You know, they're back at the house. Back at the house where Mia and Jacqueline showered together and maybe washed each other's privates with Dove. Okay. And
correct.
Caress, yeah. Caress. No, what was that? The best a man. No, that's Gillette. Gillette,
That's
the best
Gillette.
a man can get. Caress was like that kind of pinkish peach
Pink
bottle.
soap. Yes.
Yeah. Ooh, I wonder if that's good for the Cucinator.
Probably not.
Probably not. Nothing's good for the Cucinator.
So nothing's good for it. Yeah.
Nothing's good for it. That they tell you that later after they tell you to like stick stuff up there and do shit, and they're like, actually don't. I have a friend who's a gyno, and for like a white elephant, I was like, it'd be funny if she got the Massengill and all like the douche and stuff. I like wrapped up a package and she got it, and she was like, this is so bad for you. And I'm like, I know. I was hoping you'd get it. Remember the stuff you'd like spray in your underwear? What's it called? It was it's still on the shelves. Like back in the day, they're like, spray this stuff. It was like deodorant for your vagina. They really shame us into like your vagina.
Ask your friend what she thinks about Lumi, because that's the next new thing with creases and cracks.
Oh, the butt stuff.
Yeah.
That commercial gets me. I like the creativity of the commercials because she's like, literally 10 hours after you shower your ass. I'm like, yes, 10 hours? Yes. Anyone's ass after 10 hours. What have you done all day? You know what I mean? Who knows? Have you moved? Have you tooed? Have you, it's going to be probably, that's why I got baby wipes. You got to keep baby wipes.
No, you have to get that Lumi.
Well, I just don't understand how that works. You put that in your crack. What if you wipe it away?
I don't know. You got to ask your gyno friend what she thinks. You got an insider.
All right, I got inside information. I'll try to get back on that. Oh yeah, and baby powder. And then they found out, oh, P.S. Now you see commercials. Did you use baby powder? You probably have cancer. And you're like, oh my God. Like my mom said, her generation just baby powdered the crap out of there.
Everywhere, under the boobs, on the chest, and under the everything, in the thing, just under the armpit. I mean, just everywhere.
And now they're like, by the way, everything we told you women about being ashamed of your body and your natural smells and the things we told you to clean that shit up probably is going to kill you. Bye. Good luck. Good luck.
Sorry about it. Thanks for the money.
And I love how in that commercial, not to keep going on this, but they're like, she's like, I'm not going to show you. I'm like, what would be the big deal if you had like a fake ass and you just put a little bit in the crack?
Right.
I'm not going to be offended by that unless you put it on your own ass. And then I'll be like, this is a little weird.
That's what I think she was trying to get. Like, I'm not going to show you how to do it with my butt, but she could have had like a mannequin ass or something like that.
Or like a model or something. There's going to be ass models, right? Like booty models. All right. I digress. This is way too interesting for me. Okay. So Karen gets roses from Ray. Ashley calls her kids. The little son hugs the phone. Giselle talks to Karen. Giselle is wasted. She's like, hi. And then she's like, I'm Liddy. And she tells them, we saw guys at the beach and they were like teenagers. They were so sexy. And Karen's like, your eyes are red. And she's like, muscles on muscles on muscles. Then Jacqueline calls Karen upstairs where her and Mia are. And I was like, who is this lady? Karen, don't go up there. Yeah. They were like, do you want to join the Scissor Sisters? And she was like, I don't. Okay.
Well, she's like, Karen, Mia would like to speak to you. Don't be summoning me upstairs, bitch. Shut up.
Seriously. And I'm just like, don't go, Karen, don't go. So Karen goes, because that's what Karen does, So Karen, probably with this face, heads upstairs. And this is when I wish I had screenshots. I'm sorry, you guys. I was watching it, getting the screenshots from a YouTuber that posts these episodes, and then it disappeared before someone struck it before I was done. Okay. So Jacqueline says, okay, Mia, just so you know, Mia's a little in her feelings right now. Okay. We were in the shower. We were talking about it. I was washing her ass with Loomies. And she feels like you guys left to hang with Wendy. So she's in her feels. And Karen's like, excuse me? And then Mia says, Mia can finally speak. She has her spokesperson. She's done. She says, Karen, you're straddling the fence. And Karen's like, well, this has been the birthday from hell. So you can go to hell. And Mia says, she's into loyalty. And then Karen in her little confessional is like, Mia is into a control thing. I'm not doing that. The queen does not ask for permission, says Karen. And then Karen's like, do you not want me to be here? And Mia's like, no, of course I want you to be here. But then Mia goes on to say that she no longer feels it's her responsibility to host Karen's birthday party because Karen went off to check on Wendy. And it's a slap in the face for all Mia's efforts. And then Karen was like, sweetheart, you don't have to have me a birthday party. I had a cake and a candle. God is good. And I got all these roses from Ray Ray. I'm good. You've done a fucked up job with the party
this whole time.
That's okay. And Mia goes, I have. And Karen's like, well, it ain't even here. And Mia said, the birthday party was at the beach. We arranged a private cabana. To which, and then she said, when you went and checked on Wendy, you picked your side. And Karen was like, oh my God, come on, wake up, Mia. That's so childish. And Mia says, no, you're going to have to wake up because Wendy got it coming for you. So you wake up. And that's how we end the episode, with Mia just like, I'm not going to throw you a birthday party. I'm not in charge of that anymore. And it was on the beach. I had you a public beach party with no appetizers, no dinner, no nothing but sand and Robin molesting people and me giving twerk lessons. You missed out on my tumor twerks.
I don't understand why they're in Miami. Why they just go to like, well, they went to the Savoy, right? They went to this hotel for a beach party, but
just
they
so
were
they
the only
could get
ones there or
on the beach.
Right. Why didn't the Savoy have like a beach? Why wasn't there a party at the, I don't understand why you would go to that hotel specifically so you can carry your asses to the beach and then not hear any music. I don't understand why you even went there. Like, you could have done that from where you're at.
Exactly. You're 100% right, Shauna. There should have been like a little bar set up. There should have been some appetizers. There should have been maybe some, cute guys delivering them.
There could have been
there
a
should
DJ.
Have been music.
There should have been a
DJ.
Yeah. There should have been a whole thing where there's like a DJ like Happy Birthday Karen Huger from whatever, and it could have been a fucking party. Like, I don't understand why you guys went all the way to this hotel so you can traipse down to the beach and then play your own little Bluetooth speaker. And what? I don't understand why you did any of that.
It's so low budget. And what she should have done is she should have had like, okay, so Robin would be happy too, because we want to keep Robin happy, because Robin's kind of the Hulk, like Mia's the Hulk, they like Hulk out. They freak out.
Hulk out.
They do Hulk out. So they should have got like hot guys with their shirts off to like deliver drinks and stuff and be like, Robin, you have to ask consent before you touch them, whatever. And then they should have got Ray masks. So they all wear Ray masks. It's like for Karen, but it's their hot bodies. And then Ray's cute little face on these little like servers, bartenders. There should have been like a DJ. There should have been balloons, something. You can't just have a potato sack and some sand, like a Robin party. It has to be a real party. So Karen is right. You 100% did a shitty job on my birthday. So I had way more fun going with Wendy, who apparently has real money because she showed up in Versace and we had real food. So I don't know.
I didn't understand why they even did any of that. It's the entire birthday weekend. You invite somebody I don't like. You give her own private room. You tell me I can't invite Wendy. It's my birthday, but I can't invite who I want to my own birthday. And then you tell me that you're not going to throw my party anymore because I went to go see my friend. Like, fuck out of here, dude. Like, okay. Oh no, you're gonna ruin my birthday even more. Like, what? Please, I'm glad you're stepping back. Now we'll have a good time. Watch us do it over here. I hope the next episode's a little bit better, but it's probably not. There's gonna be more drama.
Right, Miss Tisa, did you say BJ or DJ? I said both. There should be a DJ and a BJ.
There should be all the things on your birthday.
And it's her 59th, and you supposedly care about Karen so much, and you think you're gonna tell the grand dame, the oldest lady in the group, who has the most seniority, well, compared to her, I mean, I know Robin and Giselle as well have been there since season 1, but you have the grand dame and you think you're going to tell her what to do and who she can talk to and who she can't talk to. That's not going to work. And you think you're going to throw a party at a public beach when you have, like you guys are saying in the chat, you have a pool at your house.
The pool was way more fun than when they went to the beach.
Yep. She should have had that all decked out. and just a lot of fun stuff and food and things that Karen liked. Maybe Karen's favorite flowers, Karen's favorite music, Karen's little pictures of Ray everywhere, or Blue Eyes, whatever.
Yeah, there's so much she could have
Something.
done. But she's like, we're gonna drive to this hotel and then we're gonna sit on the beach with our own little music. And
you know what she should have done? She should have, okay, you have Candiace there and Trina. They perform their song Insecure for Karen at the house.
Trina's not doing that. That
Maybe
sounds like
if we pay
that
Trina.
sounds like, yeah, you got to pay Trina a lot to get her to do.
Mia can't afford Trina.
Trina came to my college's homecoming, and they raised all of our prices for tickets to everything to cover that. So
she did.
Oh yeah, everything was way more expensive this year. We had Rick Ross, we had Trina, we had a lot going on. I was like, why are
this
pep
year?
rally tickets? Yes, when I went a couple weeks ago. Yeah.
Did you talk to her and ask her about the song? With
no. Yeah, we're friends. Actually, hold on, she's calling.
Ooh, more tea from Trina. Trina will tell us what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Candiace isn't getting another free video shoot, but I'm telling you, if Trina's there, they'll do it.
This is true, but I feel like Trina's like, I don't want to be a part of that. That studio session was my contract, my obligation. I did the song, we played it, I hugged it out. I'm not doing the rest of this.
That's all I got paid for.
So yeah, I'm not seeing her doing a whole goddamn concert for Karen Huger. Like that's
just one song. Like
no.
I mean, they did have Melissa Etheridge, which is very much like Trina, on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I think this.
But isn't that somebody's like personal friend? I feel like these people like they're doing a favor for me.
And they have I think it was for like a charity, the Homeless Not Toothless, Toothless Not Homeless charity. Yeah.
Yes. So there's definitely a reason why Melissa Etheridge is hanging out, because it's like, oh yeah, this is my friend. Trina is not friends with any of these bitches, and she's like, y'all seem messy. I've seen the show. Good luck. Thanks for the money.
Godspeed.
Yeah.
This check better cash. Yeah. I'll see you later. Oh my goodness. So next episode, it looks like somebody recorded Candiace saying stuff about these women. And then Ashley's going to go, oh, and by the way, also Candiace says, Karen, that you were out with another guy. Yeah, sorry, Candiace.
Now, I saw this on Twitter because they were saying the stuff that Candiace was recorded saying is something she said on a live on Instagram. So it's public information if you watch the live.
Okay.
I didn't watch the live and I didn't go look for it. But people are like, why are people tripping? She said it on live. So it's not like a secret recording, because people are like, oh, you can't record people in Maryland. It's
just a live?
Yeah, I think that's just the audio from her going live. And that's what she brought to the table. And I imagine that the live happened and then she just kind of brought it to the table because not everybody saw it at the time. And then so
are these chicks trying to be bloggers now? I mean, why would you care?
They're trying to be bone collectors. She's like, I said it online.
Yeah, so it's okay if you guys heard about it. But now what Ashley's about to do, I think, is pretty interesting, because you were part of that conversation, Ashley. And granted, it's going to get out. The camera was on when they said it, so it was going to show up. But it was interesting that Ashley is really throwing Candiace under the bus on this one.
You just love the full arc of Ashley. Ashley's like, let's put our beef aside for this one moment for later on when I fucking hit you with a truck. We back, baby. Yes.
Exactly.
Always the villain.
Miss T says Trina's already on a show, a messy show. She can't do two. What show is she on?
Is she on like Love and Hip Hop or something? I imagine probably what it's probably. What else is there? There's probably a lot. Is she on fucking Life After Lockup? Is she on fucking 90? What's the 90 Day Fiance?
90 Day Fiance?
What is she on? Please tell us, Miss T.
Yeah, maybe she's on 90 Day Fiance. Maybe she's on The Real World. Is she on The Real World?
Maybe she's doing
Love and Hip Hop Miami. You're right.
I knew it was Love and Hip Hop. Okay.
It was giving me Love and Hip Hop vibes to go back in the studio and see. It's like when Cardi B was on. Well, that's like the last I watched it way back, but I haven't watched it since. So before Cardi B was Cardi B.
I stopped watching after. I didn't even see them make the franchises. I only saw like the first couple of seasons.
But why did they turn it into like a Ray J franchise? Isn't that what they did for a little bit? It was like
I've seen nothing with Ray J. I don't even know what's going on. I really saw the one in New York Was Fabulous in it or somebody who was dating him or something? And there was some girl who was like in production. I forget her name. She's like either, I don't know. Listen, I don't know. But if Trina's very busy with doing her own messy show, she does not need to be part of that one as well. So
exactly. D. Marie says Zeus. I almost got Zeus Network again because my friend was telling me that and I think he didn't watch Bad Girls Club, but he was telling me that he was describing what I think were bad girls, like Natalie Nunn, but a blonde with short hair who did I know who that was? And then Red, I forget what her name is, but that they have a show again. So I was like, is there another Bad Girls Club? So if you guys know about this, let me know, because I didn't Google it. But I might have to get Zeus back. Because I had Zeus for a little bit, Shauna, and I was watching Jacqueline's Cabaret, and I've never seen so many tit-on-tit fights in my life. Like,
what is Zeus?
Zeus Network is a streaming service with its own shows. And so they brought back a show with The Chance at Love, remember, with New York? I think he was on it too. They brought back the Bad Girls Club. Yeah, which is why I got it, because Natalie Nunn, Tanisha, and who else? Like some of the OG. I don't know if you ever watched Bad Girls Club. I used to love it, but
I watched the first like 2 seasons, then I couldn't. I think we ran out. Was it on Oxygen or something? I think we lost that channel with the bill. We stopped paying that bill.
I think Oxygen then was like, we don't want to do any more little reunion show type things. And Natalie Nunn went to Zeus, and I think with Tanisha too. Yeah, a bunch of them went, and it was like watching a show that had like $12 for production, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. So, it's called Baddies. Okay, thank you, Andrew. It's basically bad. I might have to get Zeus again.
Oh boy.
Oh man. Oh my God.
I can't go on that journey with you.
I don't want you to either. Like I watch a lot of really bad things that I don't recommend my friends watch. Just save your spirit. But yeah, I do miss a Bad Girls Club, but they had like $2 for the cost of it. It was
about the fights. That's why they provided all the entertainment. Just get the fights, girls. Get drunk and get in fights.
Adds more fights, because they're like, hey, you didn't pay my makeup person. You owe him $35. And she was like, I'm gonna Venmo him, bitch. And then they just start fighting. But they also had I think it's Jacqueline's Cabaret, and I didn't know much about Jacqueline. But is it Jacqueline Cabaret? I think it was that, where she like trains these women to
Jacqueline or Jocelyn?
Jocelyn, sorry, not Jacqueline. I'm thinking
Jocelyn
of
from Love. That's from Love and Hip Hop.
Yes, I'm thinking of Mia's friend. Sorry, Jocelyn's Cabaret. I'm so sorry. So Jocelyn, that show was, I mean, they said things that I was like, this one lady admitted to getting Jocelyn,
the Puerto Rican princess.
The one girl admitted to getting she terminated a pregnancy of twins, and another lady looked at her and trigger warning, she said double homicide or something, and I was like,
I saw that clip online.
And then all of a sudden people had their tits out and they were fighting, and I was like, Jocelyn. And Jocelyn was just like, she's like, I'll be upstairs with my husband or whoever that guy is. So I don't know, but I can't believe it. Yeah, sorry, not Mia's friend Jacqueline, Jocelyn. You guys are like, Joleen, it's not Jacqueline's Cabaret, it's Jocelyn's. And it was good. Okay, it was really good.
Why you do me like this, Stevie? Stevie,
you need to do parodies.
Stevie J married Faith Evans. What the fuck was that? What a weird.
But what happened with them? Didn't she go live and they like got in a fight or something happened? Like he was being really rude to her. Something was going on with Faith, because first he was Jocelyn's, right? And then Faith married him, but then they were having problems. And I remember watching her live stream in her bedroom or something. And I was like, what is Faith Evans doing? Oh no.
Anyway.
Hopefully Faith's okay. It's a hot mess. I told Shauna we stick to an hour. It's an hour and 30 minutes, but we had fun.
It was too much to cover.
It was so much to cover. Plus, I had to introduce you to Zeus Network. Like, it was just, now you're going to get it. I'm going to get it. We're going to start covering Jocelyn and Jacqueline's cabaret. And the Baddies show. So, we'll be back next Tuesday, 6 p.m. as usual. Make sure you guys smash that like. Let's see if we hit our like goal of 100 likes. Also, let's get Shauna subs up. Mods, if you can drop the link for Shauna's channel, but you can just go at Shauna Christmas, just like her name is right here on StreamYard, because now YouTube does that little @ thing. Hit that subscribe. I think it might.
I asked that last week and I didn't check. Whatever. You guys can find it.
And it's in the description of this video if you're watching later. Also, comment after this video post. It helps us so much in this algorithm so we can get out to more people watching Potomac, because there's a million people that cover it, but no one covers it like Shauna and Joleen, right?
That's right.
So there you go.
No one's talking about coochie charcuterie boards.
Nope. No one's bringing in, Jacqueline's cabaret. Nobody even knows who Jacqueline is except for me.
Exactly. Yeah. Exclusive
they
content.
have a Baddies for Men. I'm getting Zeus again. I don't care. I was like, you have too many streaming services. Do they call them
Zaddies?
Zaddies or Daddies or Maddies? Oh my God.
Maddies.
Oh, the link didn't work. Oh, okay. Well, we'll drop another. I know the double homicide. It gets me every time. Okay. You guys are fantastic. Comment after, like, subscribe to Shauna, and follow us on social media. And we'll see you next week. Right, Reek. Good night, everyone.
Bye.